Right. Thank you very much for joining us today on Friday the 9th, 2024. We are here to talk about Skilled Up Life. Skilled Up Life is a two-sided marketplace. We are trying to solve two big problems. One is that how do you get a job if you don't have experience? How do you get experience if you without a job? Really hard, right? And there isn't a place to go to. There are various initiatives out there, including internships, etc. But there isn't really a destination site you could go to and say, I want to get experience in this area. Is there an opportunity I can apply to? And basically that's what we are creating on one side of the two-sided marketplace. On the other side, we are giving an opportunity to early stage tech founders. Most of the tech companies are not venture backed. About 1% get investment. Others has to find a way to survive and grow, and most tech companies don't actually get very far. They struggle. One of the things they struggle mostly with is building a team. Very few companies can be built without teams. I think the future probably artificial intelligence will create some companies, but still now today, you need people to build companies. So if you have no means of enticing people to join you, then you're going to struggle and die eventually. So what we are doing is that we are bringing these two parties together through Skilled Up Life. Early stage tech companies, they subscribe to our service. Once subscribed, they can tap into our talent pool, and we are calling them skilled volunteers. Why we call them volunteers? Because we are providing experience, but we're not providing paid opportunities. So the whole idea is that we all need to earn money. There are many places where you could go and find a job or a freelance gig and earn money. But our focus is solely about providing experience and skills, real experience and skills to improve career prospects. Many people pay for education courses, many people pay for training, but there isn't a place to go for gaining experience, and that's what we are creating. And we are not charging anything from the individuals to provide this service. So today we don't seem to have many audience, which is a strange day, but we'll carry on. So we have been going for a number of years now. We are in our fourth year. So I've done a quick introduction. Let's get everyone introduced. So today we have two of my colleagues, Chidima and Godwin. Chidima, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Yeah, thank you, Manoj. My name is Chidimamba. I'm a Nigerian. I joined Skilled Up Life in 2022 as a volunteer, and today I'm the head of the support team. Thank you.
Okay. Godwin, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Hi, Manoj. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Well, my name is Godwin Mayaki, based in Abuja, Nigeria. I lead the marketing team at Skilled Up Life, also the user acquisition team, as well as the Africa team. It's been a wonderful journey. Like Chidima, I did join Skilled Up Life sometime October. The Skilled Up Life team in October 2021, and it's been a wonderful journey. Progressed from being a volunteer, eventually being a part of the management team at Skilled Up Life. I will say what Skilled Up Life is doing is novel. And, of high impact. It has real relatable, value to talents out there. And indeed also to tech startups. It will be a wonderful pleasure to engage with everyone here today, discuss about these issues and, of course, help everyone get clarity. It's a pleasure to be here. Hi, John. It's a pleasure to have you as well as Dimitri. Good afternoon.
Okay. Thank you, Godwin. So we have two customers in the panel. And we also have another customer in the audience, Craig. So Craig, if you want to join, raise your hand. I'll let you in. So let's get the customer introduction done. Please introduce your company, about you, what you're building, what your talent needs are, and your experience to date with Skilled Up Life, please. Dimitri, would you mind going first, please?
Yes, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you for joining this wonderful event that the Manage is putting together. So I am the CEO and founder of the VO Superstore. So we are a young startup, US based. We have been part of the SkilledUp, let's say, community. Let's call it like that. As a customer since December 2022, actually. For those who don't know, I connected with the Manage. We were previously in the Pioneer, this accelerator program, where we met, and then we decided to join the SkilledUp. So along our development, so I think we have been quite pleased with the results. So we are building a e-commerce marketplace which will be specialized and dedicated to virtual reality. So by marketing product, accessories, and then also solutions that our customers they can incorporate into their training and simulation framework. So we have a customized, a specific volunteering program, which comes with a specific organization. So on the side of our staff, our management staff, in which we incorporate functions since then. So our first, I remind our first volunteer that we hired was Tim Shaw, Australian graphic designers, and then we started added to that, like creating functions, creating teams. So far I think we have maybe over around 10 teams, not full volunteers, but in which we incorporate with our staff. So along HR, product management, graphic design, IT. So IT, we have software architecture, data analyst, project management, and IT admin that we customize, machine learning and engineering as well since a few months, let's say. And then we carry on with new teams that we try to bootstrap across the interest as well. So customer support, for example, recently we built a customer service team with volunteers, which integrates software such as CRM from Microsoft. Okay, so this is us. This has been our journey. We are quite happy and excited to be there with us, with you today. So if you have questions, don't hesitate.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dimitri. John, would you mind introducing yourself and explain what you're building? Thank you.
Hi, I'm John Twigg, and creating an organisation called Potentialisation. I noticed quite a few years ago that the world is facing challenges. Everything is changing around us. Artificial intelligence is one of the biggest changes, which is replacing jobs and changing the world we live in. So potentialisation is about how do we individually find our own potential, how do we understand ourselves, and how do we find our way in a world that's changing around us. Starting off aiming to build a product, we're getting close now, that can run psychometric tests, in fact any kind of survey, which you can then do calculations and produce pretty results, HTML results of almost any imaginable format that HTML can produce, just like a web page. The idea being to support those coaches initially with their clients, to give them support to do all these psychological tests in a much more affordable and accessible way. It's also translatable into any language around the world that we can let somebody in to put the translations into their language. So it should be more accessible to many more people around the world. We're just building HR, and I'm learning about myself, and actually having talked about potentialisation and understanding ourselves, I think I'm beginning to more deeply appreciate the challenges of what it's like to work in a technical startup and how different it is. If you listen to any books about it and that kind of thing, it can be quite a wild ride. So one of the challenges is coping with those fast-paced changes as you build and adapt and you're agile, but also making sure that you manage the systems well at the same time, and that's quite a clash. So I'm wrestling at the moment with how do we keep the innovation and keep things moving quickly, but at the same time build structure, build teams, all those kind of things. Fascinating process, and thank you very much, Manoj, for creating Skilled Up Life. It's great to have all those people that we can potentially look at their CVs and profiles and hopefully give quite a few of them an opportunity to learn a bit as well. So thank you.
Thank you very much, John. Craig, you left. If you want to join, raise your hand. I'll let you in. Right. Craig, please introduce yourself and let's talk about your specific needs with Skilled Up Life, please.
I'll try to work out whether it was morning or afternoon, so I'm just going to say hello because I can't work it out. Hi everybody, thanks Manoj. So I've been involved with Skilled Up Life since the middle of last year. I am principally using Skilled Up Life people to build Oracly, which is a Q&A based video content platform. It originally started out as a proof of concept. It's changed based on kind of the feedback and the validation that we've had. So it's more of a platform that will allow people to showcase their skills by creating video content to respond to direct questions from the users of Oracly. So think about the Q&A element of Cora, but with a slightly more professional content, shall we say, and think of it as a video way of showcasing what you would showcase with LinkedIn. We have used Skilled Up Live people, but my core developer is a student, so we've had a few delays with his time and availability, but we are really close now in the next couple of weeks to launching the MPV version, MVP even, which is more about individual users rather than business users. It's a really interesting product for businesses and there's a lot of interest, but we need to build some functionality. But I've got so sick of telling people that it's coming that we are just going to go live with a more B2C offering initially because people want to start using it. So I'm currently talking to a couple of businesses about them partnering with us to build the native app. So we're looking at building an iPhone and Android app because like TikTok and Instagram, because of the nature of the video content, it lends itself much better to being a native app than a web app. But for me, getting the web app out there gets us some traction, gets us some analytics we can work with, starts to prove the concepts while we build the apps. Interestingly, I've also been approached by another business about looking at an ESG analytics platform and whether I'd be interested in scoping that out. So Manoj, I want to chat with you about, I need to get the HR role fulfilled within Skilled Up Life because there's a couple of projects we might be looking at working on. For those of you that don't know, ESG, that's environmental social governance, which is the latest word for corporate social responsibility, which is the latest word for businesses doing good. It's a really interesting proposition they've come to us with that we may look at lots of data sources to create a score that effectively ranks people's ESG efforts. So that would require a lot more data and visualization. But my main project for now is Oracly. Like I say, I've really enjoyed working with some of the Skilled Up Life people and looking forward to moving on and maybe taking more people on. So.
Thank you, Craig. We love to have you as more than one customer. If you've got another project, welcome to create another company and register with us. I'm
scoping it out a bit.
Yeah.
I've got to really focus on Oracly. It's interesting. I'm going to scope it and see where it goes, but it isn't going to be immediate.
Yeah.
But it might be interesting because, like I say, it's going to be more about data analytics, visualization, and modeling. So.
Yeah, I mean, I remember in our first year we had a Chinese lady who, American Chinese lady who created two companies at the same time. And I think one was an AI company. I mean, obviously, in the first year, we didn't have enough experience of how to advise our companies about the way to bring talent on board, etc. And I think she struggled, and sometimes we get customers who never ask us for anything. They say, "Oh, we know how to do this," and they get on with it. But when you really start questioning, you know that they got many problems. So just like anything else, we like to think we are a product business, but we are a people business. The more the customers talk to us, the better that we can serve them. We might not necessarily have the answers for everything, but so I mean, we do have a lot of HR volunteers. We have at least 2 partners who provide us with HR professionals. Some of our partnerships are not that active, so we need to do more to keep these partnerships active. We are signing more and more partners. I think we have something like 30 partners now all over the world, and quite a lot of them actually come from Nigeria. And talent-wise, I'm not trying to discriminate anyone, but the Nigerian talent is high caliber, and it's been amazing. And you could see that if you look at my leadership team, it's full of them. We have 2 of them here, Godwin and Chidima. So I think you need to spend a bit more time to find a HR volunteer. Obviously, we can only provide certain level of service based on the plan you are on. However, one of the things we are trying to do, and this is not happening immediately, we are trying to create a couple of courses, and the 2 courses we want to create is one on HR volunteering. Obviously, human resources is universal, but we have a specific way of recruiting within SkilledUp Life. So we want to create this as a course module, and we are looking for somebody to come and create that course. Once that course is created, then we will start running a training program, and we might give some sort of, badge or certificate to those individuals who complete it satisfactorily. We had a HR volunteer training session, not this, the one I'm talking about, normal workshop, this past Wednesday this week, and I think we had something like 20 odd people turn up. So one of the other things we find with that type of training, the workshops, is that sometimes it's some of our customers, HR volunteers, turns up as well, which is really nice. And we need to do more, and we will do more. It's just that we haven't got ourselves, without a course, we can't actually say that, this person fully understand the way that SkilledUp Life operate, and they understand how to go and find talent. One of the problems is that, the recruitment part, there has to be there's 2 sides to it. One is that you are reacting to a listed opportunity, and the second is that you need to be proactive and search the database and seek out the best talent and invite them in to apply. So good HR volunteer ought to be doing those 2 activities, not just be reactive. Secondly, HR has evolved into 4 areas for us. One is the recruitment, which is essential. Obviously, that's a starter. But then you need to have a very slick onboarding and training process. You need to have a performance management part to it, and then you need to have a very slick offboarding and issuing testimonials, etc. stage. So ideally, you ought to be looking at not just, everybody has to start with one person, obviously, but ideally a HR team ought to at least have 4 people looking after these 4 areas. You could structure them into individual areas, or you could have 4 people doing the same thing across the full, what I call the volunteer life cycle. So and we are learning all the time. Chiras, I can see you in the audience. Chiras, if you like to come and introduce yourself. Chiras is another customer of ours. I think she also runs a number of businesses, if I remember. I think the days of a person running one business is long gone. I think we seem to be doing multiple things these days, and very well articulated by Craig earlier. Right, so Craig has disappeared, so I don't know what happened to him. I was talking to him really, but never mind. So we'll chat now for about 24 minutes. If anyone in the audience want to join and have a chat, please raise your hand. I'll let you in. We ourselves are looking for 2 senior roles. We are looking for head of sales to build a sales team, and we are also looking for a product manager, a good product manager, knows to know a little bit about product management, because we want to start building the version 2 of SkilledUp Life. Hi, Shiraz. Right. Abigail, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us what's in your mind, please? You are muted. Abigail?
Okay, yes, I am.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I'm here with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
My name is Abigail Olatunde. This is my first time. I know I signed in. I never knew they come on online, but when I listened with the little I've listened, I found more interest, and I wish to learn more and to know more about this.
Okay.
This is my first time.
Okay. Have you signed up and created a profile?
I don't know. I don't know if I've done that, because I only signed in when I saw some lights up. I never knew they normally come on online like this. I just came on on my data and now saw it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So maybe I will need more explanation from someone that knows more of it.
Okay.
And I'll be so grateful.
Okay, Chidima, do you want to follow up later?
Yeah, I'll connect with her and follow up with her.
Hi, thank you. Shiraz, would you like to introduce yourself? I think this is probably the first time we are talking. So Shiraz is another customer on SkilledUp Live. Please introduce yourself, tell us what you're building, and tell us your specific talent needs, because in the audience could be your ideal volunteer. We have a number of people in the audience, and please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manoj. Hope you can all hear me. So my name is Shiraz Ben Seman. I am the founder of Coach Tribe, which is one of the businesses, like Manoj said, but that is the EdTech startup that we have launched. It is a platform for online coaching. So the idea is to democratize coaching and support both coaches who are looking to sell their services around the world, as well as for coaches who are looking for a diverse pool of coaches that can support them in their personal and professional growth. And we really wanted to have diverse coaches and really be able to coach in diverse languages. So when I joined SkilledUp, one of the main needs, and we are building little by little, the team was mostly from the development part to revamp a little bit our platform, create an app. I think we have 2 volunteers that came on board on that. And was it one? No, one, and we have a second one that should come on board. So that's our main focus right now, really to onboard some front and back end developers. But we extended also right now, because of the different needs that we have every single time, we're looking at how to strengthen the team. So we even now looking at volunteers to support with some, obviously the testing, but also recruiting testers outside of them just testing, so that we can get some customers feedback. And we also had somebody joining us actually on the social media and the content, so that we're building the brand. So what we do and what I'm doing is that every single time we're seeing that there's a potential need, or that we are at a stage that we might need more volunteer in an area that we don't, and that we are ready to have them on board, so that there is something substantial to do to add in. So later on, most probably we're going to be having somebody coming and support me on the partnership and the sales. But right now, really our focus is to strengthen this dev team that we are building up. So right now we have one that joined, one and a half, I would say, because one of them I'm doing like an onboarding week just to make sure that we are right match, and little by little building up the team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shiraz. So you're from France, right? And we got Dimitri who can speak French as well. So we love to have.
Yeah. So I'm actually from Algeria.
Okay, sorry.
From Algeria, but I also speak French.
Okay, sorry.
The company's in the US. And
Okay.
around the world.
Okay. Dimitri, I don't know whether you want to say hi in French or something. But
Oui, bonjour.
yeah. I can only say bonjour as well, but nothing more.
Bonjour Dimitri.
Bonjour, Sheila. Oui, voilà, je cherchais ton prénom. Bonjour, bienvenue parmi nous.
Merci beaucoup.
J'espère qu'on pourra networker un peu entre Frenchy. Ma société est aussi aux US, donc.
Ah oui, ben oui, je suis bien. Avec grand plaisir, Dimitri.
Okay, so we also one of the things because of Dimitri, I think maybe we also have Natalie who runs events, this type of events in French. So if you guys want to join one day, you can. They tend to speak to a lot of other French speakers, potential volunteers as well, so it might be useful. Just for your own benefit. Godwin, do you want to tell us the events program? Because I only attend this event, but we have many events, right? Godwin, you are muted.
Hi, Manoj.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yes, we have an event schedule spanning the week. We've got one on Monday, held by Chidinma here, practically providing support to talents and companies alike. Anyone who probably has need for some information and clarification. That happens at 12 p.m., 11 a.m. GMT on Mondays. We've got the Tuesday event anchored by myself at the same time, 11 a.m. GMT. And then on Thursdays, we've got this event. Manoj talked about an event held by Natalie. That also happens on Mondays. It's at 2 p.m. GMT. That event holds in French. What we're trying to do with that is target the French-speaking audience. Will be great for anyone who has a background in French and wants to know more. We've got one in Bahasa. Bahasa is the national language of Indonesia. That holds at the same time on Thursdays. So, of course, that's targeted at our Indonesian audience, and certainly a good one to be at. And then on Fridays, we meet here talking about, what companies could do better, what their needs are, and so on. So this is the structure of our event, but we've also got a Twitter event on Thursdays at 6 p.m. GMT. That event is always very interesting. So please, you could, pitch in at any time if you're available for any of this event. But a better way to get prompted will be to follow our LinkedIn. Page. You will get a prompt when these events go live, and certainly can join in. To follow our LinkedIn page, you will need to search us out on the LinkedIn search bar. Simply SkilledUp Live. When it does open, just hit the follow button, and of course, the journey starts. Thank you.
Okay, so what we learned so far is that Twitter, while we don't have a lot of audience, is quite actually good for developers. I think quite a lot of developers are on Twitter. So our Twitter event on Thursday night is very new. Now I'm saying this to all our customers. You can use this event for a number of things. One is to introduce yourself, and obviously you're selling to companies and probably individuals. So in the audience could be customers as well as potential teammates. So feel free to join any of our events. I run this event every Friday at 12 o'clock with Godwin and Chidinma. So we got that underway. And are anyone in the audience who want to join us? You might have a general question about SkilledUp Live. You may have a question about some of the companies that founders on the audience is running. We are welcome to have that conversation. We got about 26 minutes left. So if you raise your hand, I'll let you in. a little bit about while you wait, a little bit about what I'm focusing on now is that we got to bring more tech companies in. So I'm looking to build a sales team. I failed to build a sales team 3 times. I really, really want to get this time right. But we are also looking for somebody to come in as head of sales. We had some decent interest. If all that interest turn into reality, we might actually have multiple sales team rather than just one. So that's the first thing I want to say. And second thing is that our product that you log in and the dashboard and everything is now in our 4th year. It is a legacy product. So what we are looking at now is to rebuild it, version 2. Rather than get a off the shelf product and configure it, we want to build it from ground up. So I'm looking for a good product manager. We have a lot of product managers on SkilledUp Live, but I want to get this person in, and then we need to build a team very quickly. We have a full-time PHP developer with us. She has been working with me since 2011, so she's our anchor, but I want to build a team around her to get this product built. So if anyone is in the audience want to chat about these two or anything, please raise your hand. Hi Joel, please introduce yourself and tell us what's on your mind, please.
Yes, greetings everyone. My name is Joel. Happy to join in. So yes, I'm excited about the company, so to say. So I understand the need for someone in sales. Sales happens to be my niche and my specialty. However, I wanted to know, is it possible to get like a portfolio for SkilledUp Life that is something that I can use to really understand the company and get an angles in the sales part? Yes, please.
Yes, I mean, so I think what I'm hoping is that anyone who wants to help us with sales is that first go and go through the website, learn as much as possible. Now, what I can tell you is that you could see that in the audience we have 3 of our customers, and we are offering SkilledUp Life talent volunteers. Our product, in a way, is people. It's the individuals like yourself and some of the people in the audience. They join us to gain experience and improve their career prospects. Sometimes they could have a lot of experience, and their experience might be with a particular industry, let's say oil and gas or banking, or it might be just related to one country where they live. So they might, let's say that they have a lot of experience, but they might not have experience, in terms of international experience. They might not have remote experience. They might not have experience in the tech world. So people join us for different reasons to get different type of, experiences and skills. We have 3 types of individuals. We have juniors, just turned 18 in university, or they don't have much experience, so they want to join and get experience. Then we have career transition folks, transition from one industry to another, or from one discipline to another. They may have done a course recently on, let's say, data analytics, but doesn't actually have a environment within their current employment to practice that, so they could join us and help a company in that area. And then we have the 3rd type, which is sort of folks of my age, where I'm 55, where they are looking for maybe giving back. They have so much knowledge, they just want, they're financially comfortable, they want to come and give back. But the irony now is that in UK we are talking about increasing the pension age to 71, so people had to work longer. So that means even within my age group, career transition is becoming even more important. So those are the type of individuals we offer. Our ideal customers are the 3 on here: John, Shiraz, and Dimitri. They are building early stage tech companies. Now I'm going to assume that none of us have a lot of money to hire people. That's why we are on SkilledUp Life, and they need all the help. Now, one of the other things that we are able to do is that because it's volunteers and we allow any customers to have unlimited talent, so they can, if they are, they can, in theory, they can have a team of 100 people tomorrow, but in practice, you can't actually have 100 because you got to manage those 100, right? So, unlike in the traditional way of building companies, where you might get somewhere to have enough money to hire one person, now they can actually get more people involved. The another part of SkilledUp Life is that our volunteers are never full-time. We typically say that the volunteering should be 2 to 3 hours per day for 60 volunteer days under a 3 months volunteer agreement. So it's quite a short period. 3 months is nothing in somebody's life. And what we believe is that 3 months, if the individual put enough effort and the company is creating an opportunity for that individual to gain a lot of experience and skills, then that ought to be enough for them to go off after the 3 months, go outside and go in front of the recruitment world and say, listen, I got this experience, give me a job. That's our belief. That's why we package it in such a way. Now, within companies have the option to decide that actually I don't want somebody every day. I just want to, on one day a week, whatever, they have that option. But typically this is what we are going with. So I think if you look at the website, you could see all that. I'd love to have a chat. I might be already talking to you. But if you haven't built a profile, you need to sign up, create a profile. And you need to spend a bit of time creating the profile. And to me, I know from the individual side, they might see it as, oh, it's too much work. But really, you're also proving to the customer side or that you are actually you want this opportunity. And we see quite a lot of time individuals just create profiles. Chidima, do you want to talk about profile creation side, please? Because you are providing the support and you are at the front end.
Okay, so I'll do that just right after this meeting.
Yeah. No, I was asking Chidima to explain that a little bit, the importance.
Okay. Hi everyone. Having a good profile in SkilledUp Life is very important, because no matter your expertise, no matter the value you're bringing, if your profile is not looking good, if it doesn't say enough about you and what you can do, it can deny you a whole lot. So after creating an account, take the time to provide the necessary information on your profile. Talk about your skills, your aspiration, your expectation from the volunteer as well. Talk about, just like your LinkedIn profile talks about your expertise in your profession. The same thing applies to SkilledUp Life profile building. And while at it, you can reach out to the support team by clicking the chat widget at the bottom right if you need any assistance, navigating the website. Thank you.
So I hope that's useful, Joel. So one of the other things
I have.
Yeah, good.
If you want, I can give a little bit context on
please.
Similar project that can probably help Joel to understand.
Yeah.
Joel, I am a customer of Manoj, so I'm the founder of WS Personal Startups. We are working with Manoj since over a year. We had recently a project that can be, I can give you as a context. I can see Hélène in the audience. Hélène is volunteering with us since a few months. We had this project in which we were looking to reshift our CRM, to give you an idea of how you can incorporate the tech thematic or tech topic or learning and development as you're seeking in SkilledUp into your journey. Because prior to this CRM shift, we were using a third-party CRM analytics to manage our customer service prior to that. Everything was done through that, and then we were looking to switch to Microsoft. So we launched this project in which we were trying to re-engineer and refactor all of our customer service into the Microsoft CRM, where we dedicated a specific customer service team, in which we onboard, I think, 4 customer service associates, which helped us to understand the challenge that we faced by incorporating the complexity of our customers into a new strategy, into a new CRM. As I believe a profile such as Hélène, she's in the audience if she want to come to share her experience, that would be insightful to you. I believe she had a background in customer service, but focusing on a support, especially in the educative, if I remember correctly your profile, Hélène. While volunteering on this specific project, she was able to understand customer service from the analytic, the software side, as she was able to participate with us on setting the CRM. She was able to set the functionality, tweak the CRM, and as well as help with advanced features such as bot scripting. So we have a part of the CRM in which we will be interested to relate like first stage through bots before escalating to real life agent. Okay, so this is the type of project that you would be able to expect while volunteering with Manage or other customers in the ecosystem, and then achieve. I believe, so for example, if I take this example, that having a Microsoft CRM like on your profile, that can be a boost because it can be used outside our company, such as a standard, such as the Microsoft in our case, that can add value to your journey. Okay.
Thank you so much, Dimitri. Joel, was that okay?
Yes,
Okay,
please. Thank
okay.
you so much for the clarification.
Okay. Sorry, is anyone in the audience who want to join us and have a chat? Please raise your hand. We got 14 minutes left. I can see Okan is also volunteering for you, Dimitri.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. Okan, if you wanna come say a few words to Manage and the other customers, would be interesting to hear about your journey. Please explain, probably give us a little bit more about your background and then your expectation while volunteering,
okay.
while you join SkilledUp, and then if there is anything you would like to share on your first weeks with us. Okan will volunteer with us as a HR executive, so he will be expected to take leadership on our HR sourcing and other activities. So I'm quite pleased to see him there.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome. And like Dimitri said, I've been working as HR executive at his firm, and I'm so glad to be here because I would like to participate in a group of volunteering, because I think it is a crucial way of working with volunteering. Is a different challenge and experience for me, and I have 10 years of experience as an HR and also manufacturing engineer. And I would like to ask that actually, I have no experience in Turkey with SkilledUp Life. Do you, Mano, I have a question for you,
Sure.
Of course. Do you have any priority to expand the popularity of SkilledUp Life in Turkey or MENA and the other around international areas like that? Because there are so many potential and super talented engineers or any other volunteering students or fresh graduates like that.
Okay, thank you so much for raising that. Godwin, do you want to talk about our sort of country-specific strategy? Before Godwin answers, we have an excellent legal volunteer from Turkey, and I've got to tell the story. When he joined, he wanted to bring his girlfriend with him. So we had, for the first time, a girlfriend and boyfriend team, and both lawyers, and they were both amazing. Unfortunately, he was just called on to join the the what you call the military, where you have a mandatory service. So he's gone for that. I think it's just a short period, but really nice. I mean, we had an excellent relationship with them, and I think he's going to come back because he seemed to enjoy us. Godwin, do you want to talk about the country strategy, please?
Yes, sure, Manoj. Thank you very much. Well, the plan we've always had is to explore a multi-regional approach, but beyond that, breaking it down into country structures. That has been something we've been working on for a while now. And coincidentally, while we speak, I'm drawing up a strategy, more or less a listing of places we're looking to explore more on, and Turkey happens to be on that list. And this is because in the past we've had a couple of hands, even on the SkilledUp Live team, who have performed excellently. Now that gives us some impression as to the fact that SkilledUp Live can be a valuable platform in Turkey. So of course we will be doing more with regards to that. Getting in our marketing effort, in our volunteer acquisition effort, getting people aware as to what value they could get through SkilledUp Live while being there in Turkey. So certainly all of this will happen. What we're doing with our country strategy is building country teams. That may not be immediate for Turkey, but of course we will make inroads with our awareness and marketing campaigns, certainly.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I'm so willing to expand our network in Turkey with SkilledUp Live, and I'm so willing to refer many great talents to you and the other companies participating with Build Up Lab.
So I think the issue we have, thank you so much. The issue we have is that we decided on selecting number of countries and targeting in the past. We have this problem where I wish our HR head of HR is here. Is that sometimes we peaked one country. So Nigeria is very stable for us. We have now a team of 25, but even that team sort of drops. One point we have Indonesians. There were like 30 people in our team. Now that's declined again. So it's actually we now only have one person, Esteban from Argentina, in representing the whole South America. So internally we have this problem of how do we balance this across the world. We now have, for example, if you take and sometimes we had to look at people because, let's say you might be Turkish, but you might not be in Turkey. You might be in another countries. Do we treat you as a, representative of Turkey? Or so managing that is quite hard at the moment. I think we probably need to get over like having 100 people in the team before we can sort of have a little bit more focus. But our country-specific strategy is that we are looking to have 8 people from a country representing. So there will be one person in each of our 8 teams. I think we have 9 teams. Sorry. So it's very hard, but that's from internal perspective. But in terms of marketing, Godwin runs the marketing team. But again, it would be lovely to talk to you and see what we can do.
Thank you so much for your explanation and your willingness. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that just a word to that. That's what I expect from Oken, and that he is able to, outside me, is able to network with you. So the discussions we usually have, he can take leadership and network with you as well. You and the other professionals SkilledUp, so we can see how we leverage our work together.
Thank you, Dimitri. So one of the other indirect benefits of being part of SkilledUp Life and our customers and all that is that, especially, glad Dimitri you invited Okan, but what we are also trying to do is to get, a person might join us to do a specific task or work in a specific area, but we also try to get them to speak in public. We are trying to get them to write, so they can also pick some additional skills on the way while focusing on the main task. So it's good to come and talk at this event. Sometimes people are very shy, and you don't need to prepare for anything. You can just come and share your experience, because sharing what you know is much easier than trying to talk about something you don't know, right? So thank you very much for joining, and also Dimitri making it happen. Abigail, you are back. What would you like to talk about? Abigail, you need to unmute. Right. While we wait for Abigail, anyone else in the audience, would you like to join? And we got about 6 minutes left. You could ask a question about SkilledUp Live. You could ask a question about some of our customers' business, or anything else in terms of career development. I don't know a lot about career development, but I know a little bit, so I can talk about it, and others can chip in. So please raise your hand. It's listening is great, but asking question, you learn more by asking questions, right? So use this opportunity. Right. While we wait, anything else anyone want to talk about? I think Shiraz, I don't know much about how you run the business, but I think Dimitri is quite advanced in terms of using tools. We tend to be heavily manual at the moment, which is something we need to sort out. Do you want to sort of talk about some of the challenges you might be having, Shiraz? Managing the team, or feel free. Or anyone else can talk about it as well. Right? Silence is not good. Okay, Dimitri, do you want to sort of update us? Because I think you're tapping into the Microsoft world. I'm sort of outside the Microsoft world.
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Maybe our prototype. So we are working with, as example of a project to show you how we type into into the Microsoft. We have started playing with Azure. Especially, so we have Humble is one of our machine learning engineer working with us. He's working on developing what we call our product description methodology, which would be specific to describing the product on our website, on our store. So we are trying to incorporate from the research that our product team did on what would be the features that a product that we are selling, especially the VR headset, would contain to be optimized for sales, and then on the top to having technical features that our customers, they would be able to query to bots to help us improve and scale our sales, improve the UX user experience. So Humble is partnering with our product team to develop this methodology with AI, so OpenAI. So we have started playing with this. He has developed a prototype in Python, if you're familiar with Python, that we are trying to install on a virtual machine on the cloud that will run there and then render the description. So he was able to develop like a first stage prototype that we have tested, which is giving a good result. And then we intend to further customize and tweak the prototype because if you're familiar with OpenAI, they also have, as Microsoft also have a version of OpenAI that they call Azure OpenAI, that we will try to customize into a developer tool for our sales bots, which means that in the chat widgets that the customer they will be able to access, they will be able to access the PDM and play with the AI as they are seeking with specific features on the headset, on the VR headset that we are selling, which can be a technical and which can be let's say a barrier to sell some sales. Okay, so that's an example of project that we are let's say quite advanced, such as so many more.
So I think it almost sounds like joining your team. There are a lot of different type of opportunities. Whereas if you look at our own team, we have a simple one proposition, that's all, and we never plan to do anything other than that. But obviously we want to
we our so the approach that we took what I try to do with the volunteers is that I try to make sure that I customize a training path for them that they will be able to use outside of us, because it's not just that we integrate volunteers and then it's like one give and we don't take anything, we don't give back anything, but we have customized the volunteering to make sure that we replicate certain of our corporate functions, some of them, especially the product and then the IT. So product, we have product managers, and then we also have UX designers that will work to help like refine the product. Most of them, they will work on the product research, and then we start incorporating function on the design, because as that was fully done by our staff, our management staff. So for example, recently we have this mobile app project in which we were able to go a little bit beyond what we were doing at the beginning, with volunteers taking over the design. So I don't want to say that they will take over the job of our staff, but we try to make sure that we improve along the month. And same thing for IT, because IT will support our product, like in which we try to make sure that we customize a project, like raising the innovation. So for example, for software architecture and AI machine learning, because that's hot topics in which we can say, okay, what's the orientation we can give to the product, which can be a traditional product, classical product, by incorporating these advances into the work. So then we have customized, we have project managers. I'm really proud of the project management team, because we were able to improve our productivity overall with setting policies, guidelines, and then tools. We have also planning tools that everybody can use to leverage their productivity, which will become the best in our company in the future, hopefully. So we are trying to make sure that we give a 360 view on the product, and then customize functions that will be interesting to them.
Thank you so much, Dimitri. Sounds like a very wonderful environment. We reached the time, so we got to end. We have 3:00 today. We have volunteer training. I just left the link on this event page if anyone want to join us. We have about something like 90 people signed up. Chidima is running that session, but I will be in the audience as well. One of the things we do while we run these sessions, and I think we need to bring that to LinkedIn as well, we tend to, if I'm attending, I tend to review profiles. So if if you share your profile, we can quickly review. Sometimes, just like Chidima said, if you don't put enough effort, even if you are very experienced, if you don't put effort, nobody's going to know how good you are, or how willing you are, how committed you are. So you got to get that profile built, and especially the About Me section. If you don't tell us, or if you don't tell our customers, you're not going to get that opportunity. It doesn't matter how good you are, right? So writing is important. But don't actually rely too much on ChatGPT, because when you read, that it's not written by a person. So use your own words. You can mix with ChatGPT if you wish to. Be authentic as much as possible. And thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll see you next Friday around the same time. Special thanks goes to Dimitri, Shiraz, and John for joining us, and also Okan for joining us and offering help. Joel, nice to meet you, and my teammates Godwin and Chidima. Thank you. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Sorry.
You have a good weekend.
Yeah.